Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Rush Racing Division 6 at the lovely Interlagos track of Brazil, round number 9 with Division 6. What a night we should have for you tonight. Obviously, we saw fantastic racing last week, which is some absolutely fantastic racing, which is going to be very, very exciting to get back underway again. And we should have some fantastic racing tonight as well, which will be good and exciting. Thank you very much to everyone tuning in as always. And we have a very good grid on board tonight, and also a new commentator that wants to test the waters with myself in the comms box. He drives for Haas currently at the moment in Division 5. Shaz, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, SJ. Welcome everyone to the stream. It's going to be a good night of Division 6 racing here. Short qualifying into a 36-lap race. We always love to see Div 6, in my opinion, probably the cleanest division on average, I would have thought, so far this season. So, yeah, really looking forward to it.
Ooh, steady on. Cleanest division, mate. God, they've matched the safety cars a few times, mate. So yeah, I don't know about cleanest division, but we'll have to wait and see. But what do you think tonight's going to bring? We saw quite a lot last night, didn't we? Mixed weather conditions with obviously the rain and quali, all through qualifying in full quali last night with Division 6, 5. What do you think we're going to see today in Division 6?
It looks like it's dry there at the moment for qualifying, but they may have the opposite of what we had last night, where it's dry now and wet for the races. Will be interesting to see. I think it's going to be competitive racing. It'll be interesting to see the times that these guys do as well, and how their practice has gone throughout the week.
Definitely. I mean, very, very exciting to see what happens, and we'll go straight to the paddock and let's see who we've got on the grid tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna have a Brit join and cook. We'll have to wait and see, Jensen. I look forward to seeing that, mate, and look forward to seeing what happens, see where you are and where you sit on the grid. So, who we've got on tonight? We've got Woofer in the Aston, Uncle Morty in the Red Bull, and look at this man! This man is on the grid talking about retirement. What a load of rubbish. He is in the McLaren, the TP of Jackal in the McLaren Racing. After that fantastic week at Zandvoort, he's decided that he wants to keep going instead of giving up, even though he is leading the championship. So there you go. Looks like things have changed, and he does have his teammate tonight, who has waited weeks and weeks and weeks to race and is finally going to race as well. We'll jump on board him in a second. Muzz is big. He had an opportunity last night, had to leave for team circumstances, so he's going to have a go again tonight. We'll have to wait and see what he can do tonight. We've then got Striker in the Visa Cash Out, and there he is, H-Town, finally on the grid. Does all that Brendan Lee training, is that going to put him pole position? Is he going to win this race by 30 seconds? Let's wait and see if Brendan is worth his money, but we'll have to wait and see. There we're going on to MPJ in the Haas. He has been fantastic this season. Will he be consistent tonight? We'll have to wait and see. MSG having another shot, this time at Division 6 in the Alpine. Hopefully he is not impeding the car behind him, because that will not be a good look already, as having a little bit of a battle. Right, remember, mate, do not impede. Let these guys do laps that they need to do, and I think he actually has impeded TMT there. So there you go. That's already an onboard to look at already on lap in Q1. And Chatuzi, if you are with us, mate, let us know, because you are the onboarded tonight. We've got MSG, and then we've got Filthy Orange back with us in the Mercedes. Really good to see. We've got Druzilla in P12. We've got TMT about to finish his lap there. He's not going to be happy. He was impeded. And then we're going to go a little bit further down. We've got David in P14, Quicksilver Deck in P15, Keeper in the Williams, then Hunter. Will he be consistent? Will he get the safety car again that he got last week, or will it be a one-trip pony? We'll have to wait and see. We've got Nishka in the Williams there as well. Will he have the battle again with Jackal? We'll have to wait and see. D. White in the Haas, the TP, and Paul and Hell in the Aston. So not a bad lineup there.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. A mix of experience and some new drivers having a go for the first time. It's going to be good to see how they go. We've seen already that Jackal's done a 108 banker, which is fast. As D. White goes into the 108s as well, third. What do you expect tonight at SJ pole to be?
I think I don't know. Maybe a 178. I think maybe
Yep.
1.8 flat. About that time, we're seeing 1.8s at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'll let you. I'll take you on board with someone because I've just got a few things to deal with. So we'll jump on board with. Well, there's only two people on an outlap at the moment. So, Keeper or Nishka, your choice.
Who's ahead? Go Nishka.
All right, over to you when he gets underway. I'm just going to send this invite in to the Twitch for this gentleman who's asking for it.
Yep.
It comes up.
No worries. You see Nishka is just waiting to get some clean air on his first hot lap of the evening. Rounds that last corner, he'll wait until he straightens up onto the main straight and he'll put it into overtake in a minute. He's just hit the DRS zone. And as you see, he goes over the line and he's into there. He's looking there quick. Looks to hit the apex. He's nailed the apex there. This is a very fast section of the track. Left, right, left. He gets into the second DRS zone very well. Drain that battery down a little bit, but we'll want to save it for later on in the lap. As he goes purple so far with a 17.5. He hits there well. You've got to be careful to not invalidate through there. He does well. Comes through here nicely up into turn 6, where we've seen a lot of carnage this week already. Tough corner where you've got to be careful on the throttle. Hits it quite well down into the low speed corners. Third gear here. Another tight part. Quickly gives himself a boost of ARS. Getting himself set up for the run into Sector 3. What's his time? How's he going to look as he hits this sector line? He was purple Sector 1. He goes purple in Sector 2 with a 52 flat. And he's going to dump it all the way to the line. And we may see him early on here as the track starts to illuminate in. He's going to be tight. Really get into the 108. He does do a 108, a 108.1, and that puts him third.
Very nicely done there for Nishka. 108.185. So quite a few guys in the 8s at the moment. We've then also got Filthy Orange on an outlap. And David will take us away with Filthy Orange. Jensen have flicked the link in the chat, mate. So feel free to jump on board. I will get that sorted with the updated Discord link, as it does say it is invalid. So here we go, on board with Filthy Orange. He is back this week. Brazil was not here last week, so let's have one see how we go at the moment. Up into P18 currently at the moment, getting a little bit wide, getting onto the DRS now. We'll start to see a little bit of burning all the way coming down into turn number 3. Burn about 60, 78%, getting onto the 5th gear very, very nicely so far. We've got his teammate up into P7, and he's down there in P18. We've got 3 guys still to set times coming up the loop there. Getting onto the grass there, moving over a little bit too far. That could lose him a couple of attempts. We'll have to wait and see. So far, so good. We'll have to wait and see. But it's not, yeah, it is invalidation, but he's gone way off the track there, and I'm sure he'll back out and go again. So that was not to plan at all, Shaz, there by Filthy Orange going off track.
Nah, as I said when we followed Nishka, that is a tight part of the section. It is technical part of the circuit, and it is tough to get it right. And sometimes when you don't get it right, it causes you to get some wheel spin. And that's what he's done there. So he's pulled it out. He'll jump back in the pits, get a fresh set of tyres in there, and go again.
Yes, we'll have to wait and see how it's going to go at the moment. So so far, so good. We have got Jackal taking pole position with a 108.040. Liam Derenberg 108.159. A new driver and a reserve for Kick Sauber. And then we've got Nishka and the Williams drivers there in P3 and P4. Very consistent to last week in Zandvoort and very much the same. Then we have the two houses of MPJ and D White, who just being sabotaged straight through the middle there with Drew Zilla doing a 108.770. Then a little bit further down we then have Hunter who has just gone up into P4 and improved on his time. So these guys improving quite a lot at the moment. SJ, do you believe I can win tomorrow? No. Continue on, as we were saying. I'm in the server. Good man. Jensen, feel free to spread the word, mate, and get as many as mates as you want in as well, mate. More the merrier. Yeah, do you think Vettel is going to win tomorrow? What's your thoughts to that?
Well, he's shown somewhat of consistency since silly season. Div 3, it's going to be tough, I think, for him to win, but you never know. If someone can manage to get taken out, then who knows, he might get there.
Well, I raced him last season at Brazil and we were quite evenly matched, so we'll have to wait and see. Unless you have improved massively, we'll have to wait and see. You've got to beat Aben. No, he's the threat
Yeah.
in Division 3 at the moment. So, but no, all the best, Vettel. Good luck. Filthy Orange up in the P16. Paul in Hell is the last car to set a time at the moment. We've got 1/8 all the way down to P9, P8, sorry, in the 8s, and then we've got P9s all the way down to P16. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, okay, alright. Oh, Brazil, you punted me off. Yeah, you still got P3 though, didn't you, mate? No drama. There we go. Paul in Hell still to set his time at the moment. We've still got a few guys on outlaps, and yeah, this is looking like some quick times. Are we going to see anyone into the 7s? That's going to be the question. And I think we'll put that in the prediction tonight. Will we see a 7? Will we see a 7 in quali? There we go. Yes. No. And how long have we got left, Chaz?
6.5 minutes, mate.
We'll do a 2-minute prediction. There we go. There we go. Will we see a 7? Get your predictions in, guys. 108.040 is the time at the moment. There is 2 minutes to go. Will we... I don't think the prediction's even going to finish before we may even see a 7. We'll have to wait and see here as Jackal does on 108.040 at the moment. And it looks like we could be seeing a 7. I could have to delete this. No, he's gone into the pits. Liam Darenberg now. He is on his lap. No, he's not. A lot of people are doing... I think a lot of the guys are doing 2 outlaps, aren't they? And then they decide to do that last lap. We saw that yesterday. A lot of the guys deciding to go a lot longer on those intermediates and wets before they get to the line, and then have as less fuel as possible to do a good lap in the wets. A bit different in the dries though.
Yeah, it is. In my practice for this week, you can do it with minimal fuel. It is tight, but it would have to be your last run for it to work. I think you get stuck coming in. But yeah, it can happen where you do 2 outlaps. And we know with the hard tyres, MPJ beats Jackal by 1,000th of a second. We've seen that. The difference last night in pole was 1,000th of a second, and there they are at the moment. But yeah, it is. It's doable, but it's very tough.
Yeah, it is indeed, and that's a lie, Vettel. You would never have won the championship if you crashed. You won the championship before that. Yep, going to be interesting to see. We are seeing some times come up, and like you did say, 1,000th of a second there between MPJ and Jackal at the moment. And what is MPJ doing? Is he going to improve on his times? We've got predictions coming in. No one has predicted anything. No one is voting tonight. Guys, what's going on? No one wants to see the 7s. We're not going to get a vote in. Wow, look at that. Will we see a 7? And we've got someone that's put 10 coins on. Wow. Lovely to see there. And yeah, get those coins up for track selection, as we will be dropping that down next week, as it looks like people just do not have the channel points. We've got Hunter at the moment in that P5 position, sitting on a 108.4. He's got 4 attempts to take pole position at the moment, but that is a lot of time. So let's have a look how he's going to go in Sector 2. And we're going to see an improvement here for the Mercedes driver. Very, very good form as that last week finished there in Zandvoort will give him a big, big confidence boost. And especially for Mercedes as well, heading into the overalls this week, who will be leading it after this race. We'll have to wait and see here. But here we go, coming into Sector 2. Is he up or down on his time? No, he's down. He's not making any time up. So we'll come away from here and we'll jump on board with Chevy Walls down there in P17 to see what he's up on there. So not many people improving on their time at the moment. Shaz?
Yeah, it's interesting to see. Usually in short quality, the track does come to closer to the end, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's happening. Whether they're making a few mistakes trying to push to get into those sevens, I'm not sure. As Hunter's just come out, so he won't improve again. Chevy's just about to cross sector 2. He's gone purple in sector 2 and he's 7/10 up on his time. He's going to have to find a lot of time though coming into this last sector. But this is a good lap so far, as he does a 1:08.7, which puts him into 8th position. It'll be interesting to see when they get in this last run how they all go.
Yeah, no, definitely. Good qualifying there for Kicks. P4, P8 ahead of the Ferraris. Muzz is big as on that lap as well. He is down there 1:09.7. TMT 1:10.234. So he's got that all wrong there. So we'll have to wait and see if we're going to see an improvement there. MSG as well. Any improvement from MSG? No, he's invalidated, so he's going to be going again. Hopefully he's not in the way of anyone. He does have a kick behind him, who's not on a lap, so that's all good. But he's got a Liam on a lap as well, and an out lap as well. So who is on a lap? Woofer's on a lap. He's about to start at the moment. So we're going to come to the closing stages of Q1. There is no Q2 or Q3. It's straight to short quality. They did not get the vote for full quality this week, so it is all short quality. If they are managed or 1:07, they would be top 15 in Div 2. Thank you very much for that, Lam. Grateful information. Quicksilver Deck is on a lap as well. Woofer in P13 at the moment. One Aston P13, the other Aston in P11. Yes, he is allowed to race. This is his race back. Right, here we go. What is Woofer going to do? 1:07. We'll jump straight down to Paul and Hell as well. He's on an outlap. We've got a few guys coming around. Are we going to see improvement from Woofer? Let's have a look. Yes, we do. Up into P11. Who else is coming around? We've got the two McLarens. They're on an outlap at the moment. H-Town down there on an outlap. So we've still got a few guys on outlaps. We've got NPJ on a flyer. I'm trying to keep up to date with what's going on. We've got D White, who's invalidated but will go again. So he'll start his lap. We've got the two Williams drivers. They're about to start their laps as well. Everyone is coming around the final corner. I'm just trying to see who is finished or who is done. No, Uncle Woody is on an outlap. We've got the Alpine of MSG. Are we going to see improvement? Yes, up to P18. Not a massive improvement, but he does have an improvement. And then he's got Quicksilver Deck right behind. Looks like there's a bit of an incident there. Something has happened, and it looks like MSG has got out the way. He's retired on track, and that's not what you're supposed to do. Please listen to instructions. And there we go, MSG. There we go. Q1 noted. The time. Oh yeah, Chatusi's onto it. There we go. Don't need to. And there we go. We've got 1:07s.
He's 1:07. Just. Let's see how Jackal goes as he's about to cross the line. Jackal gets pole back off him. It's going to be a tight session. Nishka that now grabbed pole position with a 1:07.8.
Trying to see who's coming around the corner. There we go. We've got the Red Bulls. So we're going to see an improvement there. Yes, we do. We've got an Aston coming. Looks like into the pits. Yep, we do. We've got. Oh, who's that? I'm trying to work out who it is. Nishka goes pole with a 1:07.884. Goes ahead of Jackal. Jackal's there now. We've got the Ferrari with Quicksilver Deck. I think that is it. We've got Liam to go around again. No, he's coming into the pits. Muzz is it. Nishka goes pole. 1/10 quicker than Jackal. And look at that. Only 3 people in the 7s. Nishka, Jackal, and Liam.
Yeah, that was a good qualifying session to the end, and it's Nishka, Jackal, and Liam all in the 107s. It's good to see the improvement from these guys throughout the season. Even when you look at MPJ and Keeper, those 108s, H-Town, those 108 low 108s aren't anything to sneeze at. They're good times.
They are fantastic times, and we have a sevens. So we did see a seven. So congratulations, whoever got 10 channel points. Well done. Obviously got no big votes there in the end, but yeah. And, right. That's enough messaging. So many people messaging me. Okay, right. Nishka taking pole position in the Williams. Jackal taking P2 in the McLaren. And Liam Derenberg taking P3 in the Kick. And they are your top three at the moment. Are we going to see the same race that we saw last week with Nishka and Jackal, Shaz? It's looking like it is going to be lights, camera, action, and deja vu between Nishka and Jackal yet again.
Yeah, it all depends. Liam not there. He showed the pace, so if Liam can match it with him, then it's going to be an interesting race. But when it comes to the race, anything can happen. It's as simple as that. So it could be wet. It could be, judging by those times, I'm going to say it probably not wet, and it's not. But they're going to come out and it's just anyone's race. We know that Nishka, whilst he's been quick all season long, he gets caught up in some pretty interesting incidences, be it either by his engineer or sometimes, or in some cases he gets caught up in incidents on track.
Well, yeah, safety car has been the key, hasn't it? And unfortunately, for most of his races, he's got some serious pace. We've seen that, but that safety car has just changed up the whole dynamics of his races this season. So yeah, I don't think he's still got that P1 yet. So is that tonight? We'll have to wait and see. Shaz, I'm going to let you take it away for the start of this Grand Prix at Brazil. So over to you, my friend.
No worries.
Put you in the deep end.
Aha, we always love it when we're in the deep end.
Sink or swim?
There we go. Lights are there. 4 red lights, 5 red lights. And they're off and they're away to go. Jackal gets a good start. Nishka, though, he's going to try and cut it off early, but Jackal's going to have the inside line, and Nishka gets a clean start. There's been a little bit of change up the top, but not too much incidents as we get through into the first DRS zone. Obviously, DRS not activated until next lap. Jackal's going to push hard and try and get a move done, but he can't get it done, and he pulls back and lets him there. So Nishka's get it early on as we come into the technical section, and we see Liam up just the back there. He's going to fight with Jackal. Are they going to let Nishka run away with it? Already out to 8 attempts already. As we see the possible race strategies, I think it will be a 2-stopper. It's been a 2-stopper all week. But we can see already that Jackal's out of DRS. So is Nishka pushing hard to keep Jackal out of DRS and race away with this? On there we've got Liam and Hunter, Keeper, as we get yellow flags, as there's an incident in the back of the field involving Quicksilver Deck, TMT, MPJ and David. A little bit of collection there. Nishka on the mediums though, pushing hard. Jackal's pushed back into DRS though there. We'll see how it goes. That's the first lap. Not much to answer for in the way of DRS. Keeper getting the move done on Liam.
There's a lot of drama. Sorry, Shaz, there's a lot of drama going on. We've got Hunter falling down the picking order. Liam's dropped all the way down to P14. Something's happened there. I don't know if that was a reset to track. There's a lot of drama going on. A lot of these guys basically driving in probably first gear at the moment. They're very slow. They don't seem to be concentrating on some of the corners as well. So, Jatuzi, I think there may be a reset to track on lap 2, so I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look at that at the moment between Liam and Hunter. Yeah, there's something that did click there. I don't know what's happened. We saw a little bit earlier on, though, Shaz. Quicksilver and MPJ came together. We saw TMT also involved in that. We've seen Chevy Wills go into the pits. Muzz is big as into P14. He's off now. That's 2 Ferraris that have gone off twice in the space of 2 laps. It's all going on here at Brazil. I don't know if the setups are right. People are pushing it, but at the front we've still got Nishka and Jackal leading the way. One is on the hards, the other is on the mediums. We'll have to wait and see here. We've got Deep White and H-Town going at it. H-Town loses it now. Everyone is losing it. They can't seem to keep these cars on tractors.
Yeah, it is a slippery circuit. If you get on the curbs at the wrong time and the throttle at the wrong time whilst you're on those curves, it can spin you in. But it's interesting to see. Maybe with the full load of fuel underneath, it's causing them to struggle a little bit as they go in here. As we see a bit of a battle with HDR now coming out, there's a big DRS train that's formed behind Woofer. So it's going to be about who can capitalise there. Those that are on the mediums, they're going to want to get through this and try and attack a bit harder in this first stint so they can have some clean air for their second stint. As we see there is that DRS train. There's 2. There's the big DRS train and then there's a smaller one behind D-White in P4. We've got 2 as Woofer just pulls out of it. So Woofer's pulled out of the DRS train with Druzilla and D-White, so that will hopefully allow him to have some clean air with his running. Druzilla tries under DRS, but isn't enough to get the job done. But there's a lot of battling out of that DRS zone, but down the back here from P7 all the way down to P14 as MSG gets the move done on MPJ. MPJ could have some wing damage because MSG has passed it pretty easily there. And at the top, Jackal's got the job done on Nishka now and he's pulling away.
Yeah, great start there from the 2 at the front. There's a lot going on. Liam goes way off track, then hits the side of the McLaren driver there. Some very subjective driving, going off track, then coming back on track. Re-entries that may have to be looked at as well by the steward. Lap 5, lap 4 there. Oh yeah, Chatuzi's onto it. I'll just keep passing you the laps, mate, and you keep noting them down. A little bit of a subjective re-entry there from Liam Derenberg. But he is up into P9 and these guys are falling and making mistakes. We're going a little bit further back. We've got H-Town in P10 at the moment. He's under pressure for the Filthy Orange, who's going on the left-hand side. And H-Town completely goes into the pits and Filthy Orange didn't even know anything about it. And Uncle Morty comes on the left-hand side, goes around the outside, he loses it. And then he hits his own teammate. And his teammate causes an absolute shit show at the back. I've got to say it. What is going on? Everyone can't keep on track. The 2 Red Bulls have come together. That is, absolute drama here. Another one noted. Jatuzi, mate, I'm sorry, but you're going to be on it tonight, mate. Don't worry. I'll keep you company in the onboards box, mate, because there's another one between the 2 Red Bulls now. So that's another onboard. They are flying through. These guys can't seem to keep on track, Shaz.
No, they can't, and it's shown that the battling and the contending with each other, they're struggling with it tonight. Maybe they're making me look a bit like a fool after stating that they were pretty clean at the start of the stream. That you haven't really been clean early on.
No, not at all.
What we are seeing is that Jackal and Nishka have pushed away, and then Nishka's teammate Keeper in P3. Good to see D-White and Druzilla up the top there tonight. 2 guys that have had their troubles throughout the season, so good to see so far that they're pushing there. MSG's into the pits again. It's been carnage early on. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this race.
Yeah, lap 10, lap 15 onwards. There we go.
The interesting thing is we haven't seen the safety car yet.
Yeah. I'm just putting that in now.
Oh, yep, there's a prediction, yep.
There we go. So there's your prediction. Safety car lap 10 or, hang on, yeah, safety car up to lap 10 or lap 15 onwards. So there we go. We'll have to wait and see. But I just want to talk about the position changes here, because this is like musical chairs. So many spots have changed. We've had Jackal and Nishka, they've just basically switched it around, one spot each. Nishka 2 seconds back from Jackal. So, yeah, Jackal's seriously got the pace in that McLaren at the moment, and Nishka's lost that DRS, so he will be a little bit frustrated with that at the moment. We've also got Keeper behind there for 5 seconds down the road. We've got then Druzilla, the Alpine. We've then got Woofer, and we've got D. White. Look at this. We've got, oh, wow, that was a very interesting move there from Woofer. He could have absolutely sideswiped the other driver there, but they're just all over the place at the moment. There just seems to be no concentration and no, you've got to look at race awareness there. They've got to see there is a lot of other cars around them. You can't just move over to the left-hand side, and because otherwise you'll just take the other car out. You've got to be aware of where the cars are. But looking at that, you've got Woofer up in a P4, 9 spots. D. White, P5, 4 spots. Druzilla, 5 spots. Paul and Hell, 5 spots. Hunter, obviously 1 spot down. Liam Darrenberg, 6 spots down there. Striker now up 5 spots. Morley up 3. Filthy Orange down up 4. MPJ down 9. Emaz up 5. Chevy down 5. David up 1. H-Town down 11. Quicksilver down 10. MSG up 1 and TMT down 2. So there is a lot of changes happening here at the moment. And we've got more changes going on as Liam Darrenberg dips up into P8, but does get a 3-second time pen. And he is on those hard compound tyres there. But we have seen Nishka be absolutely dropped by Jackal. 2.8 seconds, and we're now on lap 8.
Yeah, I think you'll know.
Oh, drama! Absolute scenes behind. Hunter's lost it. He's reset. Has he not reset the track again? Hopefully not. Oh, it looked like it was a reset to track, but the Mercedes has hit the back of Liam, and he's lost it. Another incident there again. Lap 8. Wow, they're coming fast. Sorry, Shaz. There's so much going on. I move on to someone else, and there's another one. And another one. You can have a penalty. You can have a penalty.
Been Oprah about it. Everyone can have everything.
This race has been absolutely carnage for 7 laps now. Back to you.
It has been. Be interesting to see. Keeper's just pulled into the pit, so he's the first of the front runners up the top there that's jumped into the pits. He was on the medium tyre, so he'll go onto the hard tyre in the pits. But I think what you'll notice is that Jackal's probably pushing pretty hard, and these medium tyres now have fallen away a lot quicker than the Williams may have thought. Or they wanted to get their mediums out of the way and have the probably more consistent tyre that we've noticed in practice be the hard tyre. Maybe that is what they've chosen to do.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a comment from Jensen. Jensen's called you out there, Shaz. Can we just rewind to when the co-commentator said this is the cleanest tier?
Yeah, Jensen, I'll put my hand up there, mate. It is... they're making me eat my words at the moment, 100%.
Definitely are eating your words. It's all going on in the midfield, unfortunately. The P6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and Keeper is now involved in that, so he wants to be very, very careful. As you're saying there, Druzilla coming into the pits, Liam continuing on that P5 at the moment, D. White up into P3, Jackal continuing on those hard, so it'll be very interesting to see what the strategy is going to be like. We're going to see Nishka come all the way out, only into P5. He's going to get involved in traffic. Ooh. I don't know if Williams have got this right. He's going to come right out behind Striker, right behind MPJ. So that's worked out quite well, but he doesn't want to be behind these guys too much because, there's been a lot going on in that midfield. And RJ, mate, you're all right, mate. Thanks for jumping back in and getting involved. Woofer, 17 seconds behind Jackal at the moment on those 9-lap hards. These guys will probably push till around about lap 13. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. No safety car looking likely to happen. This prediction has just finished there, so it doesn't look like we are going to get a safety car on lap 10, but we are going to get a safety car on lap 15 onwards. Guys, why are you not using your channel points? Only 720 points. Let's do some gambling. But remember, let's gamble safe. And remember, we do not advertise gambling. It's all about having a bit of fun. We've got a battle going on here, but no, sorry, that's Striker coming into the pits. Liam Darrenberg staying out on those hards. He's getting closer and closer to D White and is ready to make a move. But he does have Nishka right behind him, ready to pounce and make a move. Burning a lot of the ERS as well, only 14%. Interesting strategy on the battery there. Do not want to be burning that much, especially when you've just got on fresh tyres. So we'll have to wait and see as these guys will pit. So Nishka will be in front. But he does need to stay with the pack as much as he can because he is catching Jackal. That is his prime tonight. That is who he is after tonight. Muzz is big, has gone on softs on lap 11. That is very early. We'll have to wait and see how that's going to go if he can make up some spots. Got Druzilla making a move on Striker there as well. Back up to the front. Liam Darrenberg getting very close to D White, but Nishka getting very close to him as he goes into the back of him. Does he lose a part of his front wing? He doesn't want to lose any part of that car because that will really hurt his race coming into the last couple of corners into Sector 3 now. He's got much more overspeed. Moves over to the left-hand side and he doesn't want to make a move because if he tries to decide to go into the pits and Nishka is all over the back of him, is he going to get the move done? Let's have a look. Coming into turn number 1. No, he doesn't. He stays behind him. He'll wait again. But it's all going on at the moment. And this is keeping now up in the P6. D White pit. So Jackal's still going out on those 11 lap Earth shares.
Yeah, and what Jackal's doing at the moment is he only really needs to find another, as Nishka gets the job done on Liam in the next DRS zone. Jackal just needs to find another second and he's will be able to pit and it'll be a free pit stop essentially. Which I think's happening because he's pulled a second and a half on Wolfer in the last 2 laps. So Jackal is pushing hard to try and get as much speed as he can because he wants to open up that gap and get that free pit stop.
Yeah, well, at the moment, just want to look at, there you go, only one penalty, but Nishka's 24 seconds to Jackal, so that is a big distance still. Still probably not enough. We'll have to wait and see as when Jackal pulls in. Let's see if he does pull in some time. He's 3.8 seconds behind Woofer now. Woofer's 20 behind Jackal at the moment. Jackal is in prime time at the moment. He's just still going to push. Let's have a look. Lap 12. They start to go off around about lap 13, 14, so we'll have to wait and see how long he's going to be able to push those hard. So you push him a distance. Yeah, he could be waiting for a safety car as we've got yellows in the middle and that Chevy Wolves. What's going on there? Yeah, nice brew. Got to love a new setup. Thank you very much for the comments. Druzilla getting the move done. H-Town down there in P11 on those 8-lap hards. Druzilla on those 3 laps. So the Alpine driver of Druzilla having a great race. MSG just getting overtaken there by Paul and Hell on those 7-lap mediums. So he comes back to him as well. Tries to stick it on the outside. Doesn't get the job done, and Paul and Hell makes it through all the way back up to the front. MPJ still behind Liam on the same strategy. So these guys are still going at it. And the leader is in. Let's take a note of where Woofer is and where Nishka is. Jackal is in, changing those tyres onto the mediums. Woofer now coming down the main straight. Paul and Hell giving a 3 second. Woofer coming into the pits. Nishka coming across the line. Jackal is now about to come out the pits. Here comes Nishka into turn 1. I don't think he's going to get out in time. I think Jackal's going to get the job done. Let's have a look. There's Jackal. There's Nishka. There's Jackal. There's Nishka. There's Jackal. And you can see Nishka in the background. And he's had enough time. He's got the lead again. So, prime time for McLaren, Chaz.
Yeah, exactly right. This is what I was talking about. It's a 23-second pit stop roughly. As you come into the pits here at Brazil, and Jackal was able to mastermind it perfectly to make sure that he got out in front of Nishka. We see Quicksilver Deck get 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. So he's in prime position. The thing's going to be that these two are going to pit at roughly the same time and be on the same tyre when it comes to the second stint or their third stint. So Nishka's on 4-lap old hards, Jackal on the mediums at the moment. Will Jackal be able to pull out enough of a gap to fizzle out any chance of Nishka pulling the undercut? MPJ gets 2-second penalty.
Ooh, that's a big one. That's a big one, especially when he was in a prime time position for a podium and he's now got the 10 and he's going to have to serve it on his next stop. The question is lap 15 out of 36. And we can see David now up in a P4, Keeper in a P3, Nishka in a P2. Hey, have any chance Brett takes at Div 4 this season? No. Jackal in P1 at the moment, Nishka in P2, Keeper in P3, David, then Woofer, then Morty, then Drew, then Chevy, then Striker, Filthy Orange. Nice little battle going on here between Striker and Chevy Wolves. The two kicks, as you can see, Sam is right in the middle by Filthy Orange. We're going to jump back on board that. If Chevy Wolves is trying to look for a move or trying to get the move back, we'll have to wait and see as Filthy Orange comes around the outside. Chevy Wolves, they're going side by side. Great bit of action. This midfield battle has been so entertaining. You know what's going on. They've got the two kicks now going at it. As Liam goes round the outside of his teammate, lets him through as he is on the better tyres, and Liam up into P10 with that 3-second time pen. He's on the mediums. He's about to go around the outside of Filthy Orange as well. Does he get the move done? Yes, a little bit of a side hit there, but that's all good. A little bit of wheel banging is not a problem. We've also got D White now catching right up to the back of Chevy Wolves as well. There is battles all over the place at the moment, which is fantastic to see, especially in the midfield. Carrying on the order, we've then got Liam, Filthy, Chevy, D White, H-Town, MPJ, who is just about to get the move done on Paul in Hell for that P14. Paul in Hell, MSG Overload, Muzz is big, Hunter having an absolute mare tonight compared to last week in Zandvoort. Will the safety car save him? We'll have to wait and see if there is one. TMT down there, P19 is really unfortunate from the start to now of the race, and we've got Quicksilver Deck as well. So, yeah, battles going on, but there is a big gap between P4, P3, P2, and P1 at the moment. But it's all going on in the midfield. Shaz.
Yeah, it is. The midfield's battling it hard. We see the Red Bulls, David and Morty, 5 and 6. Druzilla's having a good race in 7. Striker is back there. Drew just comes out of the DRS. But Liam's now battling with Striker, which is helping Drew create a bit of a gap with Striker. It's going to be interesting to see. A safety car will throw a spanner in the works here, but at the moment, Jackal and Nitschka are just running away, as I think Panda predicted in the chat earlier on. As Liam gets the move done on Striker and moves into P8.
Yeah, there's moves happening everywhere. There is moves happening everywhere, Shaz. We've got Striker, we've got Filthy, we've got moves going on at the back. Hunter now up at the P16 as MSG has decided to pit off those 11-lap mediums. That's probably the prime time to pit. I've seen so much drama. I'm surprised there has not been a safety car. We've got 30 people tuning in. Thank you very much. 1.8 between David and Woofer. 10 seconds between Woofer and Keeper. 12 seconds between Keeper and his teammate Nishka. And 4.6 between Nishka and Jackal. And the problem is, Jackal's on 4 laps. Nishka's on 7 laps. So are those mediums going to go off before those hards get into temp? That's going to be the question. Doesn't look like it at the moment. There's 4 laps difference between the two of them. And at the moment, Nishka is not catching Jackal on those tyres. I'm just trying to see. He is a little bit. Not as much as probably he wants to be. 4.5, 4.6 is the gap at the moment. A little bit further down, we've got Liam. 4.5 tenths in with a shout with Druzilla, trying to get some good points. Who do you think, guys, will get podium or too early to tell? 18 laps out of 36. Shaz, what do you think? Still too early to tell who's going to get podium, or?
Well, there's still another stint to go. So, Wolfer is on 4-lap-old mediums, where Keeper's on 9-lap-old hards. It's going to come down to this last pit stop and when they happen, and if there's any drama. Which at the moment we haven't seen a safety car, which is surprising with the amount of drama that we have had. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too early to tell at the moment. We're only halfway through the race at the moment, but anything can happen.
Yeah,
Strikers now joined, and Filthy have joined the back of this battle with for P7.
Definitely. Well, there you go. There's your answer from Shaz. Who do you always think will get podium? There you go. There's your pit stops, Magnum. There you go. Everyone has made a stop. Everyone. Obviously, the bottom three have made 2 stops. And there we go. We've got yellows at the back. Where is that? Where has that come from? I'm trying to work out. MPJ. Don't know where that yellow is. Where is that yellow?
Nah, it'll come off pretty quickly. I think they just went for an excursion.
I think it's Muzz is big and Quicksilver have been lapped because there's Nishka and there is MS. Oh, there's Jackal and there's
Jackal just passed. Yep.
There we go. Can you get TMT back in? That would be amazing. There we go. We've just lost him. Unfortunately, he's down there in P18. He's not had the best of nights, and he's just decided to pit. So hopefully, 16 laps. That's about right. So AI's probably pitted him at the right time. 4.9 seconds. Nishka is losing time to Jackal, not gaining it. That is the problem at the moment. Williams will not be happy. There is 16 laps to go in this race. Can we see anything changes? Are we going to see more drama of a late safety car? We've seen it a lot this season with this man in the Williams, and we've seen Jackal get close as well. Is it going to cause a problem? There's been a lot of drama. We've seen a lot of battles in that midfield pack, which are getting very, very close. Liam has been very cautious. Here's some of his driving as well. He does up into P6 on those mediums. He is probably going to have to pit again. He's not going to be able to go to the end on those mediums. So we'll be looking at that hard strategy to the end at the moment. He is 7.5 tenths behind David with that 3 seconds, and he's ready to pounce. David's on those 13 laps at the moment. Woofer on those 6 laps mediums. And Keeper is on those 11 lap hards, and Nishka on those 10 lap hards. TMT, Shaz is going to invite you, mate, when he gets the chance. Or has he done it? Have you done it, Shaz?
Yeah, I've invite to TMT, yep.
Good man. Here we go. We've got more drama in the midfield yet again, Shaz. P8, 9, 10 and 11 is getting really heated up. And we've got the 2 Hassans, one on 8 laps, one on 5 laps. So MPJ will probably want to get the move done. But we've got Penn's problems here as Liam is up into P5, getting the move done on David before the DRS. Will he be able to pull away? Yes, he will. He's on better tyres. Going back down to the bottom. We're going to jump on board with Drewzilla. Shaz, actually, I'm going to jump on board with D White, and I'm going to let you take away a full lap with your TP.
Yes, my TP, D White, doing a fabulous job since taking on the role in silly season. He opens up the DRS, he's got his teammate behind him, but he wants to try and keep in this DRS train. It's going to be tight. Where's he going to get it done? We're not sure. He goes hard though, he's going to push, he's dumping the DRS, trying to get the move done. He's got it done on Drewzilla. As you see, Yellows as H-Down and retired. There. See what gets it done. Can MPJ get the job done on Drewzilla? We'll wait and see. This will allow for D-White to push ahead. He's outside of DRS on Filthy now, but we'll learn to push ahead a little bit longer, which is good. Can he break the DRS zone of Drewzilla? We're not sure. We'll wait and see. The yellows pop up from that car that's coming out. We love this game. Some of its quirks. So, tell you what, he's now working his way towards the Mercedes of Filthy Orange. 2 lap older hard tyres. He's got DRS. Can he get a move done on Filthy Orange? He comes down the inside, he shows his thing, but thinks better of it at turn 1. So it's going to be a question of, can he get it done in the next DRS zone? He hasn't got much ERS left. Opens it up, and he'll be coming in. I think he's too far away to get a job done. Oh, he shows his wheel, but then pulls out of it. Back over to you, SJ.
Yeah, just saying there that H-Town is out of this race. Very unfortunate for him on his debut for McLaren. And we just see if we can get TMT another invite, Shaz. That would be great. We've also got Nishka coming into the pits. He's going to try and go for the undercut as Jackal. Oh, MSG is out. Oh, he's retired into the pits. I thought that was on track. No, it's not. He's out. So we've lost another one. That's 2 down already. MSG and H-Town out of this race. Nishka coming to the pits, going for the undercut. Will Jackal be able to respond to that? Are we going to see a safety car? It's getting very interesting now. Keeper up into P2. We've gone a little bit further down. Woofer's coming in to try and get the job done as well. We've got drama happening. 22 laps out of 36. Everything's going on. We've got another driver. We've got 2 drivers out of this race. Really unfortunate at the moment. The 2 Hasslers doing a great job there. D-Way up on the P6. MPJ on the P7. Now he's coming under extreme pressure from Filthy Orange. There's a lot going on in this race. And, well, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to end, Shaz, because everyone is quite spread out apart from that midfield pack.
It is now. Nishka's pitted, so he's on to hards again. So he's going to push his hards. Jackal's come in to pit. It'll be interesting to see. It's going to be actually tight between Jackal and Nishka when it comes to who comes out. Has Nishka been able to plan this to a T and get the undercut? He's got to push, which he's doing at the moment.
Right, have we got TMT in?
I've tried. I've sent him 2 or 3 invites.
Send him a PlayStation one if you're on PlayStation as well.
Let's see. This is going to be tight between the 2. Where's Jackal? Jackal's just about. He's going to get it done. It's going to be it'll be a couple seconds.
Yeah, he's playing catch up. He's playing catch up. He's really going to have to put the pedal down now. 2 seconds, 1 point. No, it's still 2.1. He really does need to put it down. It is 1 lap versus 0 at the moment. It looks like Jackal just has too much speed in that McLaren at the moment. 2.4 pit stops again, please. No problemo. I just want to see, is TMT in now? Did you send him a PlayStation invite?
Yeah, I've just sent him a PlayStation
awesome.
invite then.
Hopefully he can get back in. There we go. We're going to go back up to the front. There we go. We've got pit stops. There's your pit stops at the moment. We've got 2.2. Striker, 14.5. He's in. Good to see. TMT is in the lobby. Really unfortunate night for him. We've got the 2 Ferraris down there, P16, 17. Actually out the points. Paul Hell is covering that last position at the moment as we stand. Let's go on to tyres, going back down the front. Great night so far for the Haas and for the Mercedes of Filthy Orange. Really good to see some completely different people up the top there. But a lot of things happening here. And as we see in 14 laps, he's going to have to pit again. D. White is going to have to pit again. Those 2 are coming in. Those 2 are going to have a nice little battle. Keep up. Do not get those speeding in the pits. You do not want that. Nishka, still 2.5. It looks like he's going to need a safety car to save him on this one because it just doesn't seem he's got the pace on the McLaren. He's had extreme pace tonight. We're going to go all the way down. We've got more drama happening here. Liam Darrenberg is on those mediums again. He's pushing to the end. Those mediums are going to be shot at the end of this race. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he goes on them against everyone on the hards. The hard strategy is the key for the final stint, I do believe.
It is. It's going to be interesting to see what MPJ does because he's got a 10-second penalty here. He's currently on 10-lap old hards. Now, last night I pushed my hards to 20 laps and they were at 70% in the rears. But he may try and push his hards to the end because if he has to wipe that 10-second penalty in the pits, it's going to drop him down to 16th.
Yeah, he's got that. Well, yeah, to be honest with you, he's got keeper behind him, which is looking ready to pounce and make
Yep.
the move here on those fresh one laps. No, MPJ doesn't
Come in.
listen to you. He's going to go in. And there we
Yep.
go. We've got the same formation again with the Williams P2 and P3. And it is just Nishka and Jackal out in front. Keeper 21 seconds behind. So, yeah, that has been the stint. David now back up into P4. Liam Derenberg trying to go around the outside of the Aston, doesn't get the move done. Woofer holds it. Woofer's had a fantastic night tonight in that Aston Martin, keeping out there into P5. But Liam is going to come on the left-hand side. Does he get the move done? Yes, he does. He's out in front into P5. Woofer will stay behind him and he'll use him because he knows he has the pen and he has the older tyre. Well, he has the newer tyres, but are they going to be able to last to the end? That's going to be the question here. 26 laps. We've got 10 laps to go in this race, Shaz.
We do 10 laps to go, and anything could happen. I think Nishka, unfortunately for him, Jackal's just been too quick, so he's going to need a mistake from Jackal. But the Williams boys will be happy currently in P2 and 3. David's had a fantastic race as well, up into P4. He's made 13 positions. He is having a good race. Liam's going to be the one that's going to be the interesting one. He's on the mediums. He's going to push as we see him come around the outside of David. He's on the mediums, so those tyres are going to fall away where the hard runners are going to have the tyres to themselves.
Yeah, it's been a very interesting. I don't know if Liam will get keeper. He is 9 seconds down the road, but he is on 3-lap hard, so keeper's just going to have to keep doing what he's doing. We'll have to wait and see there. H-Town just leaving there for 27 laps out of 36. A little bit further down, we've got Woofer and David. Red Bull, again, we've seen all season Division 6, Shaz. The consistency with Red Bull. We've got a nice little battle going on here. Look at the traffic here. We've got Filthy Orange, we've got D White, we've got Striker. They're all up. No, sorry, not Striker. Look at this. Filthy Orange, D White, poor the hell, Drew Zilla, all going at it in that midfield, very, very close to each other, and having to really be careful there as looks like someone's being lapped, I think, and I think it's TNT, so he's getting out of the way. Good to see. But battles still going on in this midfield for big points as well. 2 Red Bulls, 7th and 5th. Pole was only 4 off T4 pole, and they had full quality, so way more time to build up. Yep, 100%. Drew Zilla down there in P12, MPJ with that pen. That's really hurt him. And guess what? He has served it. Quicksilver still has the 10. Chevy's on the 3. MPJ's on the 3. Paul's on 3, and Liam is on that 3 as well. But as you can see, there's still 9 seconds, and he's not gaining on the back of keeper at the moment. It's actually slower. It's 10 seconds now. 9 point is between 9 and 10. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I don't think he's going to have enough laps. And I think those mediums are going to go off before those hards. So, yeah, I think he'll try and cement that P4. But David, if he can stay with Liam, he's looking at a good P4 spot here. Because Liam does have that pen. But the question is he going to be able to stay with him? Because David's already lost the DRS to Liam already. 3.4 now between Nishka and Jackal. 29 laps out of 36. We have still got time for that safety car if that does end up coming out with 5.5 tenths behind David. He's using the DRS. A lot is going on and a lot can still happen in this race, Chaz.
Yeah, a lot can definitely happen. There's 7 laps to go. Liam is going to have to push on those mediums because David, Wolfer, and Uncle Morty even, they are on the hards and they're going to be the better tyre. Liam's mediums are going to start to fall away in 2 or 3 laps time, and those boys are going to be pushing. He's got 3 seconds he's got to try and get. To Uncle Morty at the moment, he is 4 seconds, but once these tyres go, it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Hunter's left a session. If you can get him an invite, that would be amazing.
Hunter?
Yep, please. He's just left. We've got Muzz and Chevy Wolves going at it. Not the race tonight for Chevy Wolves down there in P15. He's in that last point spot at the moment. If Liam can pull it and keep it, who knows? No, he won't. It's 10 seconds to go. He's not going to pull 10 seconds in 6 laps, bro. No way. It's 5 laps mediums, 5 lap hards, and the mediums go off around about lap 9. So Yeah, he won't be able to pull it, unfortunately. Keeper's got it in the bag here. It's too far, too big of a gap. Nishka in that P2 spot, 3.4. Made 2 attempts on Jackal, but it's not enough at the moment. 6 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to be putting into driver of the day. And here is your vote for driver of the day. Shaz.
At the moment, I'm going to have to say David. 12 spots. He's kept himself clean, as he is notoriously known at a veteran in Division 6. He's driven quite well, so I'm going to have to say David is my driver of the day.
I'm going Woofer. I think Woofer's had a fantastic night. Absolutely fantastic night. And I'm going for Woofer. And I'm going to go 5 minutes. There we go. Make sure you got your vote in. So I'll just put mine in now. Make sure you done yours. Have you done yours? I'll wait for you to click it.
Yep.
I'll wait for you to click it. So we've both done it. Is that yours?
Yep, that's me. Yep.
And there's mine. There you go. So there's your driver of the day, guys. 30 of you to tune in. 30 of you to vote. Get your votes in. David in P5. Woofer in P6. They are your driver of the days. I think they've done fantastic. Let's see who is going to get driver of the day. But we'll have to wait and see what happens here. We still got time. And Nishka still 3.4. Still time for that safety car. 5 laps to go in this race. And the safety car only needs 3. We've got DY at the moment in that P9 position. Let's have a look at those tyre situation. Liam Darrenberg has not been able to pull in keeper at all. 11.2. It was 9 seconds on lap 29. It's now 11.3. Those mediums are starting to go off. David is trying to keep with him. He is 2.4 seconds. Are those hards going to be able to stay with those mediums till the end? Please vote David. We will not hear the end of it. No favoritism here. Just vote who you think deserves it. I think Woofer deserves it, and Shaz thinks David deserves it. Nishka 3.1 made a bit of time on Jackal. So, has Jackal made a mistake? Let's have a wait and see here. 3.1. Keep an eye on that.
Dumping in that lap. He was pushing hard. He's got no ERS left, where Jackal's still got 35%. Because he's pulled out on his teammate. David and Woofer are battling and got a nice battle here.
Yeah. They're going to use each other, the DRS, to try and stay with Liam. It's a good, clever thing to do. As we've got Paul and Hell, Uncle Morty getting 3-second time penalty there. We've got D White and Striker going at it. We're going back up the front. Yeah, it's 3.4, so he's lost a little bit of time. Can't get back in. It's GG's. That's a shame. Did you send Hunter a message? An invite?
Yep.
He sent you an invite, mate?
Yep, I've sent him 3.
Oh, okay, well, it's unusual. Well, you can't get back in because that shouldn't be the glitch. That glitch is gone. Muzz is big, though. He's got the job done on Hunter in to P15, so he's going to get the last spot at the moment. Hunter, yeah, I'm stuck on. Well, you have to wait, unfortunately, until that disappears. There's 3 laps to go, and is anything going to happen in the closing stages? We're coming very, very closely to that safety car stop there. It doesn't look like we're going to get any, so it looks like you guys' predictions is out of the window, and I think that's probably why you've not voted on many points tonight, because it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, Great drive from Divisions. I don't know how we've not seen a safety car in this race. I have no idea. From the start, what we saw, to now, can't believe we've not seen it. But it is what it is.
It is. So Woofer gets David, and as you say, they're going to just keep that DRS train. They're pulling in Liam now. Liam on those 9-lap-old mediums. They are pulling Liam in pretty fast.
Yeah, just put your tickets in if you got tickets, mate. Not in the stream, please. Just in the tickets. I'm just noticing that now. You know, Woofer at 2.2. I think those mediums are going to fall off because he's not kept up with Keeper at all. Keeper's just had no offence, a bit of a drive on his own. So we'll have to wait and see. I got none. No, if you got footage, mate. If you got footage, you know, did you record your footage and put them in? We'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, Keeper's just been driving on his own tonight, hasn't he?
Well, there's a saying that us Aussies have. Keeper's been on a Sunday drive.
Yeah.
Right? He's just looked after himself in P3. He knows he is quite content at P3. He's kept out of drama. That's the biggest thing, and that's why he's where he's at.
Yep.
Um,
One more thing, Shaz,
no,
before
he
you
has done.
finish. 5 votes to 5 votes. We have not long left on the poll. 25 of you in the stream. Get your voting in. David, 5. Woofer, 5. Come on. 2 more laps racing remaining. Get your votes in. There we go. 6 votes to 5. Get your votes in. There's 25 of you in. Let's get those votes in. Back to you, Shaz.
No worries, mate. I am going to sit here. So David and Woofer have done a good job here. It's going to be tight for David. It's just going to come down to how he goes with the last lap and dirty air. At the moment, the gap is right where he wants to be. Nishka's pitted.
Yeah, he's going for the fastest lap.
Nishka. Yep. He is going for the fastest lap. He is pitted. And he's going to be tight on his teammate, but he's going to come out. He's going for the fastest lap.
Here we go. I'm on board with David. David's going to go to the right-hand side. Does he get the move done on Woofer? Yes, he does. We are on... No, we're not on the final lap yet. I'll take away the final lap. I'll let you continue. Yeah. We've got a couple of corners, and then I'll take the final lap.
Yep. No worries, mate. They made contact, and David gives the position back. And that's allowed Woofer to have the DRS. As we see Filthy get a 3-second time penalty. Pushing on those mediums. It's going to be interesting to see whether Nishka can get this here. As Jackal crosses the line, and it's all up to you, SJ.
Right, well, I'm on board with this P6 and P5 because this is the battle for the P5 and P6, and also P4. This is points for P4 because Liam is not going to be able to hold on to it. Those tyres are falling off, and he's 2.2. Woofer 2.1. David 5.5. Is David going to be able to get that? Is Liam going to go down to P6 and get smoked by the Aston and the Red Bull? Because Woofer is now 1.8. He has David right behind him. But look at this. Striker's now going to get involved in this. And Uncle Morty's not far behind. Are we going to see a real battle till the end? Here is David. Goes for a move on Woofer. Gets the job done. Here we go. Bottom to the left-hand side. Woofer around the outside. Does Woofer keep the line? Yes, he does. They're keeping it clean. Woofer goes round the outside. He's going to battle with David. You'd think this is for the lead, but it's not. It's for P4. And here we go. They can't battle too much, but they brought Striker into it now. And Striker's got the job done on Woofer, but he's gone way over the track there. Jackal wins the race in the end. We've got the battle going on here between P5, P6 and P7. And they are still in the battle of Liam. As Liam loses out, Liam has gone all the way down to P5. Those tyres have gone. He's got right in the mess of this, and he's got the 3 seconds. He's going to fall way down the pecking order from where he was, and you cannot believe he's dropped from P5 all the way down in the battle. David is into P4. He's going to close it. Striker's going to get P6. Can Woofer get Striker to the line? Let's have a look here. Come on, Woofer. You've got driver of the day. Keep going. He's got Uncle Morty that's going to cause problems as well. David is going to get P4. What a race from him. Liam's going to finish in P5. He's going to drop all the way down to P7. Woofer into P6. Striker in a P5. A double podium for Williams in P2 and P3. And who gets the fastest lap? Nishka doesn't get the fastest lap at all. And yeah, what a race in the end there.
Yeah, it was a tight. Nishka was very tight too on that fastest lap. He only missed it by 200ths of a second in the end. Well done, Jackal. A good win.
Oh, wow. What a race. And thank you very much for the comments as well. Let's have a look here. Congrats, driver of the day. Great race from Div 6, my favourite division. Thank you very much, Brad. Much appreciated. Then get these guys coming into the comms box and see what they've got to say. Oh, there we go. Oh, my voice was really hurt at the end there. But, yeah, let's get these guys in for a quick uh, interview. We've got Woofer as well that gets driver of the day. Ooh, there we go. Right, who got cleanest driver as well? Cleanest driver, David as well. So well done, David. He gets the extra point as well. Here you go. We've got Jackal that takes P1, started P2, but got the job done. Just seems so fast out there tonight and consistent. Nishka getting P2, didn't get the fastest lap, so bit of a shame there. Keeper in P3, all the way down. MPJ getting the fastest lap, and we did lose MSG and H-Town earlier on as well. And yeah, let's go cleanest driver as well. Cleanest driver was David. There we go. So just put that in so I don't forget. All right. We'll jump on board with some interviews. We're just waiting for Woofer to jump in. And but while we're waiting on Woofer, Shaz, give us a bit of a summary of tonight.
Yeah. Early on, especially in that middle pack, they made me eat my words. I said that this was one of the cleanest divisions, and we've seen a lot of contact early days. In the end, I think the practice and the time that the guys up the top have put in showed, and they were able to pull away. And yeah, it was a good race in the end. We had some fantastic battles there. Lem unlucky with his mediums; they just died in the end, and he dropped down. But it was a good race overall. No rain, which is a surprise for Brazil. But yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, it was. It was very, very exciting and going to be very interesting to see what these guys have got to say. We're just waiting on Woofer at the moment. So, Woofer, mate, when we're ready, jump in the comms, mate. You got driver of the day, so we're waiting on you. But yeah, no, a great race. I'm still surprised there was no safety car from the beginning. RJ, please leave, mate. We're live, so there you go. Don't join into this comms box, please. But no, I was very surprised on that we didn't get a safety car very early on with what was going on. I thought that everyone's momentum just went out the window a little bit after qualifying. No one seemed to have any idea where they were going in the first part of that race, Shaz.
Yeah, it was interesting. We always know lap one's carnage, and especially at Brazil, it's a tight turn one, and it's a tough turn 1, 2, 3 complex. So it is a tight track. But yeah, it's tough for these guys. They did relatively okay up the top. We didn't have the incident that we had last night with Daz and just botching the start, and that caused carnage in Div 5. So the guys up the front were okay. I think MPJ got caught up in a little bit early on, but yeah, it's just lap one and the carnage.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, let's get on board with some of the interviews, and I'll let you take driver of the day to Woofer up first. Over to you, Shaz.
Hey guys, thank you.
Yeah, g'day Wolf. A good drive, mate. That was fantastic to see.
It was a bit better than last week, that's for sure. So
yeah,
yeah, I didn't have far to go other than up. So
well,
yeah, that was good.
That middle pack got a fair bit of stream time tonight because of all the battles.
Yeah.
What were you thinking with 3 or 4 laps to go? Obviously, we knew in the comms box the stories with the penalties. Did you know that Liam had the penalty?
Yeah, I seen Liam with the penalty. I was just trying to get past David earlier because, but I don't know what happened to him on the last lap because next minute I don't know where you've obviously had a moment because we come around the back corner and he was there kind of thing. So, so I don't know what happened there because he was about 2 seconds ahead of us, 2.1, for a bit. So we're just trying to just stay close, but I was trying to get past David at the same time. We were having a pretty good battle and stuff, and then Striker come and pick me up on the last lap. So well done to him. So, but that was good fun. For a change.
Yeah. No, it was a great drive, mate. How did you feel? You went qualifying. You were P11 or 12 from memory.
13. Yeah, P13. I'd stuffed up my first lap, so I didn't get a chance to do another quali. So I had 53 seconds when I went past the line. So and stuff, but I went, oh well. So we'll just see how we go and and stuff. And yeah, just kept picking them off. I was probably lucky early. There was a couple of cars that we went to the right, and they spun to the left, and there was another back corner. There was two guys on the other side, and we happened to miss them. So normally I'm collecting them and clipping them, so that's normally my my form. But I managed to miss them tonight for a change, so it was good.
No, very good, mate.
Yeah.
And one last one before I hand you over to SJ. We're obviously off to Great Britain into the might of Silverstone next week for a sprint race. How do you feel about Silverstone going
Yeah,
into next?
Silverstone's not too bad. I actually rather it reverse than the other way, but never mind. I don't mind the reverse track. I think that's pretty interesting. So and stuff, but yeah, not too bad. Yeah, I'll probably hopefully mid around and hopefully just pick him off like I try to do. So and stuff. So yeah, no, it'll be good. Looking forward to it. Good to get some points for Aston Martin for a change.
Very good, mate. Good drive, and I'll hand you over to SJ.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, woofer, mate. Driver of the day.
Yeah,
unfortunately,
something different.
there's no points. Unfortunately, it's
Nah, that's all right.
gone.
That's okay.
But you get the graphic and the bragging rights. But there was a really good drive from you. Just a little bit cautious, really, at the end that brought Striker into it.
Yeah, I was trying to. Yeah, I didn't want to spin. Like my tyres and that felt fine, but I was just trying to pick off David, and then when him and I kept battling, then we noticed Striker was coming up, and then Liam went off, and I think he sort of bunched us right up then, kind of thing. So stuff and that, but yeah, not happy with that. So and that, but no, it was good fun. So
no, it was a great.
And me and Paul and Hal were chatting together, and Dennis he jumped in and gave us a bit of engineering, thanks to him, and yeah, it was nice. It was nice for a change, so enjoyed it.
No, that's good because it seemed like a good little battle there between you and David, and
yeah, it was.
Yeah. And that's what it is. It's just a bit of points, you know. It's not go for the chandeliers or reach the stars. It's just trying to finish the race in the end and score points, especially with how Aston Martin and obviously how Wonton has been in the space of last week, where they scored 145 points.
Yes, I did say that was nice, and I got none.
Well. Look at this, you know. Look at tonight. Great race for you. Great race for Paul and Hal.
Yeah.
You're both in the points tonight. I'm just going to double check that. Yeah, Paul and Hal in the points. Yeah. You got. I think. Yeah, you got 6th and he got 10th. And obviously, you don't know what happens with some of the stewards, you know. So things can change. But no.
Yeah, no. I think it should be safe in that. I think we were pretty good. We had some pretty good battles, so and stuff, and that was good fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the commentary.
No worries, mate. And we'll see you in Silverstone next week.
Cheers. Thanks, guys. Well done to the winners too.
There we go. All right, Shaz. We'll go over to. We're going to stay with this because there's 2 cars in here, and we'll go to the Williams, and we'll go to Keeper. Over to you, Shaz.
Keeper, mate. How's your Sunday drive?
Sorry, what was that, Chaz?
How was your Sunday drive? You were a fair distance between you and the top 2, and there was a fair distance between you and P4 as well.
Yeah, mate, look, it's easy to lose concentration in those situations because you're not in any battles or anything like that. So it was just, trying to stay focused, keep it clean as best I could. Come across a couple of back markers, AI ones that did a couple of dumb things. But yeah, no, I tried to just keep it clean and keep going. I knew I didn't have the pace to even get back into the fight with Nishka and Jackal there. So it was just a matter of keeping an eye on that gap behind and just keeping it tidy so that gap didn't close down.
Yeah, very good, mate. You're starting to show us in Division 6 your consistency. I know you've had a race win, and if you haven't been on the podium, you've been very close to it recently. What do you attest that to?
Yeah, just lots of practice mostly, man. I'll be honest, I didn't practice as much as I would have liked this week, which might have been why I was so far off the pace of those front 2. But yeah, just trying to practice as much as I can and put as many hours in I can on the track that I'm doing that week, so that come race time, I notice a lot of people that are just a little bit further behind really struggle when the tyres start to get old and stuff like that. And I think that race practice during the week and stuff like that really helps with that and can make a big difference in the on actual race night. So yeah, I think that helps a bit.
No, very good, mate. Good drive. I'm going to hand you over to SJ.
Thanks, mate.
Keeper, how we going?
Yeah, good. Thanks, SJ. Yourself?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, like Shaz said, a bit of a Sunday and lonely drive out there. But end of the day, podium is a podium, points is points, and obviously it's everything for the Williams team. What do you think was the problem tonight? Obviously, I know you didn't have the practice, but what do you think you were lacking? Because you were basically in a position on your own. There was really no one else behind that really was challenging you. Liam Darrenberg, he was 9 seconds on lap 28, and people kept saying, "Oh, he's going to catch him." I'm like, "Yeah, not on the mediums." And he dropped to about 13, and then he completely made a big mistake, and then ended up in the pack of 5, 6, 7, and I think he dropped down to P9 in the end. So, what was the problem? What did you feel that you didn't have the pace out there tonight?
Oh, look, I'll be honest. It just literally comes down to I didn't put the practice in that I know my teammate did this week. I've had a bit going on this week, so yeah, just haven't put in the hours. Like normally, me and him practice pretty much, the exact amount of the same amount of hours, or pretty close to each other. And we do a lot of communicating with each other over the course of the week and practice sessions together. So we're usually running, pretty similar times. And coming into tonight's race, I already knew that I was about 3 or 4 tenths off him, I think, in pure pace. So, I wasn't expecting to stick up with them. I was going to try and stick with them as best as I could, but obviously copped a little bit of contact on turn 1, which gave me a bad exit, and I think I managed to get up to P4 going into turn 1, and then I dropped back to P5 after that little bit of contact, and by the time I got past those two in front of me, which I think took them having an incident between themselves, the the front two were long gone. And I've noticed in the couple of practice races I have done here, once you drop out of that DRS here, it's very, very hard to get back in unless you've got a tyre offset or something. So it was always going to be difficult to catch up to those two once they were gone.
Yeah, but I think fantastic drivers always, and third is better than DNF or last, isn't it? So points is points.
100%, mate. I'll take a podium every day.
Yep, I know you will. Yeah, it's you've basically solidified that Nish is the quicker driver the way you're talking in the stream, but you never know. Your track's coming up, and we'll talk about a little bit about this one. Silverstone next week's a sprint weekend. Obviously, a fan favourite of yours. Do you like it? Do you not like it? You quick? How do you feel?
Yeah, look, I haven't done any practice on it yet on this game, so it's a bit hard to gauge. From my history of playing it in the past, though, if I can get Maggots and Beckett's right and stuff like that, I feel all right on it. But sometimes I do struggle with them, so it's just gonna be a matter of putting in the hours again this week and making sure I'm ready to go race day. Because there's a few spots in this track that can bring you undone if you're not prepared for it. So preparation will be key again.
Yeah. Well, great job, mate. And look forward to seeing what you can do next week in Silverstone. And congratulations on P3 and up the Willies.
Thank you very much, SJ.
Shaz, staying with the Willies or the Williams? it's over 9:00, so we're all good. Back to you, Shaz, for Nishka.
Nishka, mate, good drive, mate. Couldn't quite rein in Jackal there, but good race, mate. What tell us about that race? What did you think of it?
First, congrats to Jackal. He drove a fantastic race, mate. He was fantastic. Didn't put a foot wrong. Also, congrats to my teammate Keeper, P3. Limited preparation for him this week. Normally puts in a lot more work. Had a few things going on, so that was a massive performance from him to take out that P3. So, as for me, mate, I felt like I had pretty good pace. Qualifying, taking another pole, couldn't convert again. It's coming a bit of a theme the last couple of weeks. But yeah, with the race pace, Jackal just seemed to have me by that 3-4 tenths every lap. I just couldn't bridge the gap, and obviously the margin at the end's exaggerated. Tried to go for the fastest lap, but overall, it wasn't a very eventful race. After Jackal went past me, I was kind of just driving around the track, making sure I didn't get into any trouble, and put in a lot of work this week. We'll go again next week at Silverstone.
Yeah, mate. Good drive. I'm just having a look at the standings. It will help you. You've got a bit of a deficit to catch up, obviously coming in a little bit later. What's your plans, or what's your goals for the rest of the season?
To be honest, mate, I'm just happy driving with the Williams boys. Yeah, try to bank as much points as I can. Not too fussed about the championship for myself. It's more just banking points for the team, trying to push Williams up that ladder. I know. I'll take the time now. Actually, I threw Dito under the bus a little bit last week for things that they were beyond his control. He got disconnected from the Discord. I was obviously just a little bit annoyed at the time, but he done a fantastic job with me tonight, mate. Couldn't fault him, and yeah, he's made me really happy, man, here at Williams, and trying to do my best for Tito and the rest of the Williams boys. And yeah, that's sort of just my goal for the rest of the season, mate.
No, very good, mate. Good drive. Unfortunate that you couldn't convert that pole position, but second nonetheless is good. I'll hand you over to SJ.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Shaz. Nishka, good evening.
Good evening, SJ.
How are you, mate?
Tired. I'm tired.
Yeah, no, a great start. Quality, brilliant. You know, you got the job done on Jackal for quality, but then in the race, yeah, things changed very quickly. Can you give us a bit of an insight? What happened? How what just fell off? Because there was obviously two different tyre strategies there. He was on the hards, you were on the mediums, or he was on the mediums, you were on the hards, or one or the other. What happened? How could just too quick? Just didn't stay in the DRS enough? Like, what was the problem? What happened?
It's difficult on those mediums. After sort of those first 4 laps, like the offset between the hard tyre is obviously the better tyre. Yeah, just a bit of off. I couldn't stick with him, and then it was kind of just try and manage the gap, try and get the undercut. But with so many guys on the hard tyre early, made it really difficult. I couldn't extend any longer on the mediums. I had to pit, and unfortunately, it just happened that there was just cars in front of me. Yeah, I had cars on old hards, brake checking me. I couldn't believe it. And then yeah, just kind of made it difficult, and I kind of just couldn't bridge that gap with the undercut, and yeah, Jackal kind of just come back out in front of me, and then I just couldn't make up the deficit with him on the fresher tyres, mate.
That's fair enough, and this is going to be the funniest part about it, which I know you're probably a little bit frustrated, and like Shaz said, P2 is, you know, it's better than nothing. You got your teammate in the on the podium as well. Big points for Williams. But a safety car, when you want one, doesn't turn up, Nishka.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. After the first sort of stint, anyway, safety car wasn't going to help me. If there was going to be one early, that definitely would have helped me because I would have been able to go hard to the end. So, unfortunate with a couple of the incidents early, we didn't get one because I definitely would have come straight in and just gone hard to the end, and that probably would have been all she wrote because Jackal wouldn't have been able to get a set of mediums as far as I'd be able to get 2 sets of hards, but. Unfortunately, it didn't work out like that. Jackal had the race pace, mate, and he got the job done, mate. So, yeah, he done really well.
Definitely, indeed. Going over to next week's sprint weekend, obviously big points up for grabs again. 2 races on the go. Silverstone, how do you feel about that race?
Yeah, Silverstone's not a track that I've driven a hell of a lot at the moment. Obviously, being my teammate SJ, you know, I put in a lot of work, mate. I practice a lot during the week. So by the time it comes around, I should have
300 laps.
And yeah, 350 maybe. I think I might need to put in 350 if I'm going to catch Jackal. Yeah, put in the work, and we'll see how we go, mate. I just want to keep bagging some points for Williams, and yeah, really enjoying my racing right now.
Good man, good job, and congratulations on P2. And yeah, we'll see you next week in Silverstone, and once again, up the Willies.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Up the Willies. Let's go.
We're allowed to do this, shows because it's over 9 o'clock, so otherwise I would not be saying that. Over to you for the winner is the McLaren of Jackal.
Yep, the McLaren TP. Well done, Jackal, mate. Good drive. P2 in qualifying, and yeah, we're able to jump Nishka on lap 3 and drive away with it in the end. Tell us about your drive.
It was a bit lonely, to be honest. I messed up my second run in quali, so that my last run was a little bit botched. And then in the race, I just dropped my wings, or I dropped my wing and as low as it can go and still be drivable. And yeah, I just drove the car, and just the gap happened, and yeah, I just literally just drove the car. So bit lonely. I got some traffic, which was actually kind of annoying. I think there was a Ferrari who was a lap down that was actually trying to race me into turn one, which was fun. That was actually funny, so thanks for that. Yeah.
No, mate, well done. Obviously, it's been tough since silly season. You got second last week, and you've gone to first this week. You're leading the championship by a little bit of a margin now, and winning tonight helps that as well. How are you feeling going into the last three races before our next break?
Yeah, it's all right. Silverstone should be fun. Just take that one race at a time, basically. Do some practice, maybe like 1 or 2 days before the race. See what I get. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. I actually have to check what races are coming up. After Silverstone. Oh, Monza and Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah, that's two pretty good tracks I'm good with. Yeah, I'm happy.
Yep. No, mate, well done. Solidified that top spot in the championship at the moment, mate. Good drive, well done. I'll hand you over to SJ for any final words.
Thanks, Shaz. Yeah, I gave you a little bit of a shout out when we started Jackal, when I went through the grid. Retirement obviously was on the cards, and then all of a sudden the race that you had with Nishka last week, I think, may have changed your plans.
Yeah, Nish has done massive amounts for me finding my respect for racing again. He's just fantastic to drive against, and he's just an all-round great guy. So yeah, he's definitely helped bring my love of racing back into it. I would have maybe preferred to be racing a bit more today and not racing the back markers, but can't really help that. But yeah, Williams 2 and 3, that's massive, and I was more happy about that than actually winning.
Yeah, it's a shame it's not me that's put you back to racing, but it's my teammate. But no, it's good. It's great to have you on track. Not to say the same for your teammate tonight. Really unfortunate. Obviously, it's been long time since we've obviously got H Town back on track. We've got him back, and yeah, unfortunately, and out of a DNF. So solidified top points for yourself, but not obviously your teammate getting any points tonight, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah, I think it was he dropped the wings too much and made it undrivable. Yeah, I dropped the wing a little bit, but I knew that it was going to make it tricky. But I still managed it. But yeah, he dropped the wings, I think, a little bit too much, and it just wasn't viable, and was struggling.
Might need to get his money back from Brendan Lee. But we'll have to wait and see what happens next week in Silverstone. How do you feel about that track? It's a track that is, you can have some serious overtaking, especially in the sector 3 going towards Stowe. But obviously, Maggots and Beggots, you're following a lot of people, a lot of mistakes that can happen. We saw a lot of people making mistakes very early in this race. There was about 4 or 5 people just losing it. So yeah, how do you feel that Silverstone's going to go? And it is also a sprint weekend, so either a one shot or short quality next week.
Yeah. I've always been okay at Silverstone. I'm very good at flowy tracks, fast flowy tracks like Qatar and yeah, whatever the other ones are. But yeah, Silverstone's a good race for me. I haven't done too much on it actually, but I do like the track. I know H Town is very quick at Silverstone, especially in reverse. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it as long as Nish is there.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in Silverstone. Congratulations once again. P1 this week, P2 last week. Well done. Look forward to seeing what you can do at Silverstone. And do you believe now that you can gather momentum and take this championship from Division 6?
Just looking at the standings now, I'm pretty confident. I mean, he's 13? David's 13 points behind. So that's just stretched out a little bit more. So yeah, it's as long as I just keep driving, I guess it should be fine.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Anything can happen. We've seen people bottle it. We've seen people stuff it up very, very quickly. So let's wait and see. But congratulations. Have a great week. And we'll see you next week in Silverstone.
Thank you.
And there we go. Thank you very much to everyone that jumped in tonight and tuned in. Shaz, hope you really enjoyed your night tonight in the comms box, and I think you've put your name up to commentate more. So, what was your thoughts tonight?
Yeah, mate, that was good. Good to see it from a different point of view, and as with anything, I'll get better as I do it more and more. But I'm looking forward to being in the comms box a little bit more. That was great driving. Well done to Jackal. He's our standings leader, and he proved it tonight. Why? And yeah, looking forward to tomorrow night's race. See whether Aban can continue to push ahead, or whether he's going to have people challenge him. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed my night tonight, mate. Thanks for letting me have a go.
No, anytime, mate, anytime. And you'll be joined by Nishka and maybe myself. We'll have to wait and see how tomorrow goes. He's got Moricat or MCL in there tomorrow night for the last race of the week before we head over to Silverstone, my home track, which is going to be great. It's great. It's been a great night tonight. Thank you very much to everyone that's tuned in, and also to our sponsors, AI369, Pagnian SimLab, and affiliate SRC. And thank you very much as well for continuing orders through Pagnian through the code. It has been a massive help as well to everyone, and also getting the gear that you need, which is the main thing. And if you're needing them setups for next week, then feel free to check out SRC and use the code below and get amongst it. They've been very, very good so far, and you never know, we could get another giveaway from SRC. So keep going, keep putting the support in, and also check us out on our socials as well, Instagram and TikTok. The social media guys are doing a fantastic job on those. But don't forget, we've got one more race to go, and that is tomorrow night, where it'll be the last one at Brazil. And like Shaz said, will Aben be able to take out the win, or will it be someone else tomorrow night? Will we start to see that championship lead start to dither and drop down a little bit? There's a long way to go still in this season for most of the divisions, and it's really starting to heat up now, and not many points up for grabs in these big races. There's one more sprint race after Silverstone, and there's only one more 100% race as well. So, points are running out. Let's have a wait and see how everyone is going to go. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, Shaz, thank you very much for jumping into the comms box. Congratulations to the podium winners of Jackal, Nishka, and Keeper. Driver of the day, obviously, Woofat and cleanest driver, David. And yes, we will see you tomorrow night. But as always, I will leave you a quote, as I always do. Will Jackal take the championship for Division 6? He definitely looks like he's on his way. We'll have to wait and see in Silverstone. Good night.